Welcome, everybody, to WWF Mania, another Friday night together, you and me. My name is Todd Pettingill. What a great show we have lined up for you. You may have heard, you may not have heard, the Tag Team Championship. Hop, belts change hands. Quebecers lose them. Marty and the Kid get them. I cannot wait a second longer. Let's go to the highlights.
Fill up with Marty Jannetty. Oh, look at that maneuver by Jannetty. 1, 2, oh my, again another near fall. Thus far, Marty Jannetty catching Jacques way off guard.
Marty Jannetty and the 1, 2, 3 Kid have got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Not a thing. They can cut loose here tonight. And I would suggest there that Pierre was consoling Jacques. And now Pierre will try his luck. And likewise, the 1, 2, 3 Kid tags in. The Kid is fired up. One, two, three, Kid. Locking up. Pierre now with a standing slide headlock. And the Kid hurls Pierre to the rope. Coming off in. Oh, look at that. A tackle, a shoulder block over to the Kid. Right back at him. Nicely blocked by the Kid. And oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Quick 1, 2. Oh, so close. 1, 2, 3. Kid and Marty Jannetty have come to Richmond, Virginia to become tag team champions.
Come on, man. The only thought on their mind, and they got the momentum, and the Quebecers are trying to slow down the pace.
Very jubilant crowd here in Richmond, Virginia tonight for Monday Night Raw. And the Kid now trying his luck with Jacques the Quebecer. And Jacques had no luck with him. Come on, Rap, come on, look at this. Hey, come on, get control in there. All four wrestlers in the ring. The official blowing on the bending of the rules. Look at this. And together, yes. Drop kick, another one. The Quebecers are in trouble. Jacques coming off the rope. Yes, high kick again. The Kid coming out over the near side. The Kid going all the way up to the top rope. Oh, did you save that? Unbelievable. The 1, 2, 3 Kid from the top rope. The clothesline, a cover rap. Rap, the cover.
Referee's got to get down there and count.
Meanwhile, look at this. Polo over there with Jannetty. And the Kid's back. Oh, come on. The official went over with Johnny Polo. And the 1, 2, 3 Kid hammered off the top rope by Pierre.
This is more action than I've ever seen in a tag team match. And I'll guarantee you something right now. The 1, 2, 3 Kid and Jannetty are doing everything they can do to win the belts.
However, now the Quebecers resorting in desperate tactics. Look at the tag rope wrapped around the throat of the 1, 2, 3 Kid. The official again distracted. Come on, Rap. Come on, Rap.
Where's that other
looking
referee?
down over at Marty Jannetty. Turn around, and meanwhile, the 1, 2, 3 Kid has been punished by Pierre. What a matchup. The 1, 2, 3 Kid now. What's just doubled? Oh, my goodness. Oh, across the top rope. Come on, Rap. This is getting ridiculous. A cover, 1, 2, and a kick out. A kick out. The 1, 2, 3 Kid coming out of it. Look at Big Pierre now, the southpaw, hammering with those forearms and clenched fist down to the back of the head of the 1, 2, 3 Kid. Coming out. Oh, no, look at this. Oh, no. We're going to be right back. Wait a minute, look at this coming off in. Oh, boy, get up on it.
360. Everything's on the line right now.
It was a gallant effort on the part of the 1, 2, 3 Kid and Marty Jannetty. A very gallant effort.
These guys never cease to
Wait a minute, how come
amaze me.
he's not going for the cover here? Pierre. Oh, but then that'll probably do it after the headbutt. A cover, 1, 2, and 3. Go. He didn't get him. He did not get him. Marty Jannetty, the partner of the Kid, urging him on. Urging this capacity crowd on as well. And now, Jacques drops the elbow right in his sternum.
If nothing else, the Quebecers have been embarrassed by the 1, 2, 3 Kid and Marty Jannetty.
You can bet they have been thus far. They were unprepared for the Kid and Marty Jannetty. Very much unprepared for it. And Paul Driver coming at you. Oh! What's he doing? He is not going for the cover. This is the second time one of the Quebecers. And here it goes. We've seen this before, ladies and gentlemen. All the way from the top rope. Here comes Pierre. Oh, no! My goodness.
Squashed him.
The 1, 2, 3 kid giving it his all, along with Marty Jannetty. And again, though, well, now look what they're doing, Randy Savage. They're not even trying to cover the kid. They're trying to punish him. They're trying to make an example of the kid. And Marty Jannetty, knowing that the Hart brothers are watching this broadcast, knowing that the Royal Rumble is only 12 days away, don't tell me they're going to do it again. The official's back with Marty Jannetty coming out. Whoa, Marty Jannetty, leading out. The official could have disqualified Jannetty right there. He did not.
The Quebecers are trying to send a message to the Hart brothers, but Jannetty got involved, and I'm damn glad he did.
Marty Jannetty has a work in the 1, 2, 3 kid. Can he make the tag? Can he? Yes, he does. Check out Marty Jannetty. Jannetty has the block. Marty Jannetty missing with most of that last drop kick, and now slamming Pierre Jannetty. Setting up shot, coming off the rope, elbow to the sternum. Who's the legal Quebecer in there? I'm not so sure I can recall.
Hit them both.
Oh, knocker. Oh, Johnny Polo was just nailed. Wait a minute, look at this. The 1, 2, 3 kid going up. Oh, like a 1, 2. Yes.
I gotta tell you, what a night it must have been in the lives of Marty Jannetty and the 1, 2, 3 kid to take the titles away from those cocky Quebecers. Imagine these guys. Hey, what's that all about? There is going to be a rematch here. It takes place Monday night in New York City here in the States. We'll give you all the information on that coming up next Friday night right here on WWF Mania. And superstar Tatanka in action in just a couple of seconds. But first, let's hear from the monster from Helsinki, Ludwig Borga.
You know, the Fink is deathly afraid of Ludwig Borga, and rightfully so. Howard will be shaking in his boots or his hush puppies. Especially if he puts his arm behind it. There it is.
Your feature matchup with Tatanka at the Royal Rumble is not that far away. And I would like to know at this time, sir, what are your plans for this contest?
Let me tell you something. All what I did for Tatanka was for a purpose. I wanted to show you lazy bum Americans how extremely superior Ludwig Borga is compared to you stupid Americans.
He says the same thing about folks in the UK. He says the same thing about the great people in Canada.
Let me remind you.
He's a real jerk.
It took me one finger to pin the stinking Indian.
Well, Mr. Borga, that's not the way I saw it. The way I saw it was that you achieved victory with the usage of a steel chair.
Now, who the hell are you? You overgrown Smurf American. You spineless pipsqueak. You are a sorry excuse for a human being. And it...
Well, that may be, but...
Well, probably the first time he ever told the truth. Let me tell you
He's hurt Howard's feelings.
Oh. I've been cheating in America as long as I've been here. You cheat in school when you do your test. You cheat in your tax returns. And you cheat the welfare system. But if you think that was bad, what I did to Tatanka, wait and see what I do to him at the Royal Rumble. I put him in a hospital last time, but this time he's gonna stay there, and it's gonna be the end of his rain dancing career.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a confrontation that will be at the WWF Royal Rumble.
Howard should have slapped him.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
As Tatanka makes his way to the ring, the once defeated Native American ready for the WWF Royal Rumble, and so is the awesome Undertaker. And the Undertaker still to come in this hour in one-on-one competition.
His opponent from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 300.
Well, the Native American Tatanka obviously counting the days, the hours, and the minutes to the forthcoming Royal Rumble when he'll get still another opportunity. This will be the third time that these two have met. Maybe three will be the lucky number. Ludwig Borga is waiting with bated breath, Jim Ross.
Yeah, and as I said earlier, I really believe that Borga will go into that matchup at the WWF Royal Rumble as the favorite, and that's only my opinion. I'm certainly not taking anything away from Tatanka, but I just think Borga is a double tough individual.
Well, Borga certainly brings a whole lot to the table, and this guy right here, Tatanka, has to use this kind of stuff. Those reverse knife edges, his speed, his agility, his quickness, if he wants to come out on top. Otherwise, it's going to be a long evening.
Clothesline, glancing blow there by Messenger. He's a 300-plus pounder.
He hasn't missed too many meals.
Oh, he's in his chest is turning bright red. You know, not only will Tatanka and Borga meet one-on-one, they will also both be competing in the Royal Rumble matchup itself.
Well, and depending on whether the Royal Rumble itself takes place before the singles match, nobody really knows that at this point in time, but, you know, either one could be incapacitated.
Tatanka.
Oh, didn't miss with that one.
Certainly seems to be more aggressive. Maybe he went to see Geronimo. I bet he's West Studie's favorite wrestler is Tatanka.
Wouldn't surprise me.
You know, West Studie's from my neck of the woods, out in Oklahoma.
I know that.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of them, Native Americans out there in Oklahoma.
You better believe it. And one of them going up top there, the Lumby Indian, Prosperity, good move, hooks the leg, and he did get it.
Referee right in the right position.
Uh-oh, look who's coming, Gorilla.
Where's he going?
Here comes Ludwig Borga. Here comes some other referees. Borga may not want to wait until the WWF Royal Rumble, and I'm sure that would suit Tatanka just fine.
This guy's got no business out here. We're liable to have an additional match here this week.
And as boxing referee Mills Lane would say, let's get it on.
Obviously, a little mind game being played here by Ludwig.
Well, folks, this could be a very volatile situation. We're going to get out of here.
Jeff Jarrett from Nashville, Tennessee, and he is hopeful of using the World Wrestling Federation to catapult himself into fame and stardom. And then Double J is counting on The good folks in Nashville, Tennessee, in the record business, paying a little attention to him, maybe even inviting him in to cut a few albums.
Well,
From
what I understand, his latest album, All My Best, produced by Slim Whitman, is going to the top of the charts.
I don't think so. Although he may be following in the footsteps of Boxcar Willie. I don't know. To the outside, Jarrett. Not too likely to be afraid of Rich Myers. Look at that. Look at these tactics, ladies and gentlemen.
Rich Myers turned his face. He paid the price.
And Jarrett now with Myers sets him up. Back body drop. Wonder what's going to happen when Jeff Jarrett is in the Royal Rumble with 29 other competitors. Could it be that we're looking at Jeff Jarrett, who could be the man who heads to WrestleMania to wrestle the World Wrestling Federation champion, The Undertaker, or whomever it may be?
Well, there's one thing for sure. He won't be doing any singing in the Royal Rumble. I can tell you that right now.
He may be singing the blues out to the Royal Rumble. Nice drop kick by Double J Jeff Jarrett.
Macho Man, did you see that, baby? You're next.
Please. They may clash in the Royal Rumble. Here now, pre-recorded comments related to the Rumble.
Double J here, the greatest wrestler in the world today. And when the Royal Rumble rolls around, Jack Tunney and 29 other wrestlers are going to find out exactly what I say I am, the best there is.
And he could be. Who knows? Nice maneuver off the rope.
Very nice slingshot-type suplex. Bounced him right off and down in the back of his neck.
Most unique outfits worn by Double J Jeff Jarrett. He is himself quite unique. Coming off the rope, Myers. Myers underneath. Myers behind now. Myers hooking the hips. Throws up 1, 2, and almost. So very, very close. Oh, what an uppercut that was.
It's like they got the dander up of old Double J, didn't it?
Ooh. Jeff Jarrett, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, wait just a minute. You don't do that in the World Wrestling Federation. I'm sure Jack Tunney likely to take action against Jeff Jarrett for that threatening gesture. Myers to the buckle. By the way, later on, coming up this week, ladies and gentlemen, Myers now with an opportunity. Hauls Double J out another. Rich Myers with an opportunity to do something. He doesn't know what to do with him. Myers trying to set up Jeff Jarrett in. Has to do with the drop kick.
Is that telegraphed or what?
Well, here's a cover. 2 in. An easy 3 count.
Here is your winner, Double J Jeff Jarrett. Ah, yes. You know what? I don't think that hick can play a lick. Has anybody heard him sing? No. Huh? No, he can't sing. Maybe he can. What do I know? I'm just kidding. Hey, I do know that the WWF UK hotline is open right now, and you can make the call. Here's the number: 0891 500 100. 0891 500 100. It's 36p. That's the cheap rate. 48p at other times. Kids, you must be at least 18 years old or have your parents' permission before you call. And please dial carefully. When you call, you can play the trivia competition. It's a lot of fun. It is the WWF UK hotline. When we come back here on Mania, it's The Undertaker. Welcome back to WWF Mania. Extreme close-up. Shaw. Swing. Okay. Quick programming note coming up this weekend on WWF programming. You heard about it last week. You will see it this week. That double deep, double wide casket that The Undertaker has been working on for Yokozuna and their big casket match, the main event at the 1994 WWF Royal Rumble. It should be awesome. You can check it out on WWF Superstars and Wrestling Challenge. The casket made by this man, The Undertaker.
Oh, boy. All right. Lights go out. People stand up because he may be the most dominant force ever to compete in the WWF. The awesome man from the dark side, The Undertaker, making his way to the ring. And Gordo, I understand that next week's the casket, double wide, double deep, the unveiling here next week.
From the workshop of the messenger of death comes the news that it is just about complete, and it's big enough for whomever you decide to stuff it.
I understand that structure is going to be very, very impressive. probably would impress Bob Vila.
Wouldn't surprise me.
The Undertaker carefully stepping up the stairs here. As we know, ladies and gentlemen, the Undertaker has never lost a casket match.
Why on earth would you want to play another man's game? And that's exactly what James Z, Mr. Fuji, and the reigning WWF champion, Yokozuna, are doing.
Well, I'll tell you something. Ludwig Borga tried to play some games a little bit earlier, and I'm glad the other referees were there. We got several security people out, and there was no altercation.
They ushered him right out of there.
Yeah.
Shot him right out.
And restrained Tatanka because Tatanka was ready to go.
He wanted to go. Look at this guy.
Boy, he is up 6 feet 10.5 inches tall, well over 300 pounds. And Derek Domino will challenge this man.
Should he defeat Yokozuna at the Royal Rumble, you know, it might put a different perspective on guys wanting to win the Royal Rumble and have to face this guy.
As we have mentioned, the winner of the WWF Royal Rumble will meet the reigning... Well, the referee wanted nothing to do with that urn. The winner...
He's a little paranoid, isn't he?
I don't blame you. The winner of the WWF Royal Rumble to meet whomever the WWF champion will be at WrestleMania 10 coming up in March.
Madison Square Garden, the site of WrestleMania 1. And imagine, Jim Ross, how fitting that would be at Madison Square Garden for The Undertaker to become, once again, World Wrestling Federation champion. What a spot that is. Every youngster that ever put on a pair of boxing gloves or wrestling tights or ice skates or dribble the basketball, his big dream was to do it and do it all in the Mecca, Madison Square Garden. Imagine that.
With that great agility from this huge, powerful, mysterious individual that seemingly cannot be hurt. But I
You smell that, Jim Ross? You smell that formaldehyde in the air?
Uh-oh. I smell a tombstone pile driver coming up.
Lights out.
Domino time for Derek. And The Undertaker has won this one extremely convincingly. And we may have just taken a look at the next WWF champion.
The Undertaker.
Inspirational leader of the Head Shrinkers, Alpha, leading his troops to the ring. And both these men, Gorilla, have to be serious contenders in the WWF Royal Rumble.
Well, they certainly are that. And one of the reasons is that they, Jim Ross, speak that unknown tongue. Nobody can decide what they're talking about and decipher what they're talking about except themselves. And that puts them at a decided advantage.
High thresholds of pain, both men about 300 pounds.
With cannibalistic tendencies.
I'm hiding my hot dogs.
Huh.
Speaking of personality, there's three men that really don't have one.
But they've got a leader. And there he is.
That's him.
What an awesome trio this is.
Boy, they could really do a number on each other. They'll beat each other up in the WWF Royal Rumble, or at least that's my speculation. It certainly could happen. Tremendous.
They'd be tickled pink to be 1 and 2 in the draw.
Bill Apollo getting battered and then fried and then maybe eaten by the Head Shrinkers here. Oh, good move there.
Oh, nice reversal there. The hip lock, but whoa. Drop kick missed by 6 feet.
Shows the quickness of Samu.
Whoa.
That hurt me over here.
Oh, that reverse knife edge was a beauty. Double teaming. Referee laying a count on him. They got to get out of there.
Two is about as aggressive and as dangerous as any athlete I have ever seen. And Dan Dubio will probably find that out firsthand here now. Oh, Gorilla, by the way, Alpha made some comments earlier today.
He did.
Now, I don't know if you're bilingual or not. We may need an interpreter.
Oh, he did it in a foreign language.
I don't wait. Maybe Martian or maybe Samoan. Here, let's listen.
Doesn't take them much to amuse themselves, does it? Alpha got a big bang out of that.
You know exactly what they said?
Well, some sort of Polynesian dialect that I'm really not familiar with, but maybe they were late for dinner. I don't know.
Maybe they were telling everyone in Samoa not to miss the WWF Royal Rumble. Headbutt by Samu.
Either one of these guys could win it.
Tell you one thing we have to keep in mind is that the winner of the WWF Royal Rumble has the opportunity of a lifetime at what will certainly be the historic WrestleMania 10, because they will earn the right to meet the reigning WWF champion at that event.
Whomever it may be.
Well, it's not going to be Dan Dubiel, I don't think.
Double face slam coming up. Whoa.
That hurts.
Eccentric headache number 14.
And there's a tag. Upstairs he goes. He's going to go all the way to the basement here for the bargain. Oh!
Unbelievable impact on that move.
Boy, that is impact, all right. That is a dissection. Well, Alpha's got him ready. And as we said, I have a little fillet of soul there.
Looks a little tough to me.
Yeah, probably a little overcooked.
You're looking at an extreme close-up of the Pettengill family crest, the same crest that hangs on the Iron Gate outside of the Pettengill Palatial Palace in the iron-bound section of Newark, New Jersey. Hey, everybody's got to live someplace. I am really excited. We're just a heartbeat away from the 1994 WWF Royal Rumble. And what a night it's going to be. How about the main event? WWF champion Yokozuna takes on the challenger, the man from the dark side, The Undertaker. Jim Cornette making sure this was a one-time only shot for The Undertaker. However, Paul Bearer doing him one better and making this a casket match. It ought to be a classic. You will also see the Intercontinental Championship match. Razor Ramon fends off the #1 challenger, IRS. Razor wants to keep the gold around his waist and get back that gold around his neck. Plus, you will see the Cocky Quebecers taking on Bret and Owen Hart. This was scheduled to be a tag team championship match. However, the Quebecers lost those belts to Marty Jannetty and the 1-2-3 Kid. But keep in mind, anything could happen. A rematch between the Quebecers and Marty and the Kid has been scheduled for Monday night in New York City, so this could turn out to be a belt match as well. You will also see the Native American superstar Tatanka taking on the monster from Helsinki, Ludwig Borga. Now, let's talk about my favorite hour on television, the WWF Royal Rumble match itself. You want to talk about action? This is the fastest-paced hour you are ever going to see. 30 WWF superstars going at it in the over-the-top rope WWF Royal Rumble match. What an unbelievable, exciting time. That Casio clock goes off every 2 minutes. Bam! Another superstar comes running down and joins the action. Let's give you a list of the who's who and who's in the World Wrestling Federation for this year's 1994 WWF Royal Rumble match. We begin with the Hitman, Bret Hart. You will also see Owen Hart. From Men on a Mission, Mabel. Shawn Michaels, former WWF Intercontinental Champion. You will also see that mammoth 7-footer, Diesel. The awesome Crush. The mighty Kamala. The slippery one wet, Doink the Clown. Scott Steiner will be in action as well. The destructive Adam Bomb. The Macho Man, Randy Savage. The 1-2-3 Kid, who right now is half of the tag team championships in the World Wrestling Federation. You will see former WWF champ Bob Backlund. The other half of the Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner. Also making his return to the World Wrestling Federation, Greg the Hammer Valentine. You will see Fatu of the Head Shrinkers. Samu of the Head Shrinkers. Bam Bam Bigelow, who is not even related to a head shrinker. Also, as we told you, the Native American superstar Tatanka, that monster from Helsinki, Ludwig Borga. Plus, the Guns, Billy Gunn, and Bart Gunn. You will also see Double J, Jeff Jarrett, the model, Rick Martel, the Booger, Bastion Booger. Marty Jannetty, who is the other half of the brand new tag team champions in the World Wrestling Federation. You will also see Mo from Men on a Mission, plus Tenryu and Kabuki, two of Mr. Fuji's henchmen. Their mission to take care of this man, the 30th competitor in the World Wrestling Federation WWF Royal Rumble match, Lex Luger. Those are the 30 WWF superstars scheduled to compete in the 1994 WWF Royal Rumble. You can see all the action Tuesday, the 25th of January at 6:15 on Sky Sports. Now, coming up in just a second, you will see The Rocket and the model, Owen Hart and Rick Martel. But first, let's go to the Ninja.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Ross, Gorilla Monsoon here with you. Capacity crowd on hand for this one. The veteran Rick Martel, the model, making his way to the ring. And Gorilla, of all the athletes in the WWF, this man is just about as fundamentally sound as any of them in my book.
Boy, is he ever. And always in tip-top, as excellent physical condition. Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that he has to do a lot of modeling. And he better look good in those clothes. And in some cases, without the clothes.
You know, I started to follow in those footsteps myself. I considered a modeling career at one time.
Oh, what was the caption under the picture? Don't let this happen to your boy. Send your boy to camp.
Something like that. I was I was looking into modeling gloves, socks, exotic footwear was my thing.
Oh, I like that. Does Kerwin know that?
I don't think so. Here comes the Rocket, young Owen Hart. I tell you, this has been a tough situation for this young man. They thought they had their opportunity, he and his brother Brett, to meet the Quebecers at the WWF Royal Rumble for the WWF Tag Team Championship, but the 1-2-3 Kid and Marty Jannetty had something to say about that.
Well, that could all change again in a hurry, too.
Monday night in Madison Square Garden, the big tag team rematch. But this one should be an outstanding contest. Both these athletes are from Canada. I'm not sure, not real familiar with Canada. It's too far north of Oklahoma. I went to Kansas City one time.
For a piece up there.
I went to Kansas City one time for the FFA convention. That was about as far north as I went until I became an adult.
Oh, and making that young person a recipient of the Hitman Shades.
All right, Martel and Owen Hart. I think this match will be a very quick-paced contest. And Martel with a big advantage here as far as experience is concerned, but Owen has certainly enough experience, Gorilla, to fend for himself here, shall we say.
Well, he learned the hard way. He learned down in the dungeon in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with Papa Stu Hart holding the reins.
Martel followed him in.
Oh, nice.
And Owen Hart hit him with a high cross body. I'm surprised that Martel followed him in, quite frankly, Gorilla.
Well, Martel figured that he was going to go up there and do that leapfrog move off the top turnbuckle back over the top of him, and he didn't. So it's just a question of being in the wrong place at the right time. Now, how often do you see that? Spinning toe hold.
I never understood why they call it a toe hold.
Well, because the pressure really comes from your quadriceps, forcing that toe backwards in a way that you're not anatomically built.
Wow. Maybe you should demonstrate that on me one of these days.
I'd be happy to.
I'm sure you would. And Owen Hart putting the pressure on the ankle now.
Yeah, it's not a pinning combination, ref. It's meant to be a submission hold.
Owen Hart stretching the hamstring there. And Martel shot him off there with a foot to the posterior, took him all the way to the ring post.
Boy, that'll certainly give you a negative attitude. And, of course, Martel, the ring veteran that he is, keeps it all in focus, follows it up immediately. He is relentless. Once he gets the upper hand, there's no turning back for this guy. Irish whip in, look out, elbow right in the esophagus. Martel looks like he's about ready to put this one away, but he's got a little limp there.
Nice takeover by Martel. Martel drives his knee right into the chest of Owen Hart.
What do you think, Jim Ross, is going through the mind of the Rocket Owen Hart after some of those derogatory remarks he made about brother Brett? And now Brett turning around and saying he's devoting his entire career after he finishes these contractual obligations to strictly teaming up with Owen.
Well, I think you have to eat a little crow. I think you gotta.
Well, you gotta eat a lot of crow.
Yeah, I made a mistake as Owen Hart sends Martel's head into the top turnbuckle, and Martel unable to get out of the blocks. He, quite frankly, is being outquicked here by Owen. Nice drop kick, going for the cover, and he got a 2 count out of that situation.
Well, had he used a reverse half Nelson there with that hook in that leg, he might have got a 3.
Papa Stu probably cringing back in Calgary on that pinning situation that Owen perhaps let slide by.
Well, even Helen would have known that.
Oh,
look at that. What a leverage move.
All the way on the top, and may have hurt his knee. He's holding his left knee.
That's the one that was hurt earlier on in his career.
He's had some problems with his knee. There you see the hitman, Bret Hart, coming out here. Obviously concerned about his brother's physical welfare. Don't know exactly how badly he hurt the knee, but they're talking now.
Oh, I'm sure that Bret is not only concerned about his welfare here, but his welfare as well as it pertains to the Royal Rumble.
Of course, Owen and Bret will also be competing not only against the Quebecers in that tag team matchup, but they will also be competing in the Royal Rumble match itself, as will the model Rick Martel.
Double jeopardy. Gotta be in shape to do that. Gotta be in top-notch physical condition.
Well, I admire Bret Hart saying that he's going to devote the rest of his career to his brother in tag team wrestling. I'm going to miss him in the ring one-on-one. There's a lateral press.
Whoa, was that close?
Followed the backbreaker. I'm surprised Martel is not focusing on the leg.
Well, I'm surprised. Well, actually, he's going to work. I do believe sooner or later he's going to go to work on that lower back as he is right now, because we know what his coup de grace is, that Boston Crab.
Gut wrench into the slam, lateral press, and another near fall. So Martel, indeed, as Gorilla Monsoon pointed out, and look at the cheap shot there. Martel just kicked the hitman down to the floor.
Unlike Bret, what was he looking at? He wasn't paying attention, obviously.
And, the hitman tripped up Martel. Martel fell right into the inside cradle, and Brother Owen has the victory.
Thanks to Brother Bret.
Brothers.
Referee never saw him look at Martel. He's beside himself.
Well, you know, wrestlers with ponytails need to examine their whole card anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Owen Hart and Brother Bret.
Right on top of their game and ready for the big one coming up, Royal Rumble.
Back on WWF Mania, as certainly has been evident lately in the World Wrestling Federation, you know anything can happen. I want to take you back to Monday Night Raw. This was the big one-year anniversary party between the... Hey, we're on!
Oh, sorry.
Shh. See, anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Right during a show, they just walk through. They have no common courtesy. All right, I was saying, back to the one-year anniversary on Monday Night Raw. The Macho Man IRS, a cake? Take a look.
Raw, yes, that's what it's all about. The Macho Man Randy Savage, who will be here next week to square off against Irwin R. Shyster, and Crush will be at ringside as well for commentary.
It's going to be a tune-up for me for the Royal Rumble 12 days away. And I'll tell you what, Crush doing the commentary.
Listen up, Macho Man, and listen good. You better enjoy yourself and have your party tonight, because next week right here on Monday Night Raw, it's not going to be a party when you face Irwin R. Shyster, because right here... Oh, wait a minute! Wait just a moment!
Oh, my goodness! Oh, look at... Oh, my... Oh!
Now, don't forget, the Macho Man will be taking on IRS, and we will have highlights for you next Friday night here on Mania. Coming up Sunday at 5, you can watch All-American and see the Quebecers lose the belts to Marty and the Kid. And WWF returns to the UK. It's going to be in the month of March. It's going to be very exciting. We'll have more information as the time gets closer. We'll be back next week. Don't forget, the countdown is on for the 1994 WWF Royal Rumble. We'll see you next week. I sing better than Double J. Hello, do, 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 do.